Alright, we're going to start off with the cherry trees. This is beautiful. You can see the cherries. They have a little longer flower, but it's starting to push out. Really nice. Nothing's going on with the big peach or the apricot. We got a loquat. Looks like we got some new growth coming in here. This cherry tree hasn't pushed out at all, but the buds are ready to go. There's the pineapple. Here's the apple tree. No buds on that yet. This apple tree is coming out. This is nice. This one is the Dorset Golden. So that one really is a tasty variety. I can't wait for this guy to give me some apples. Alright, here's the guava. As you can tell, I prune my trees really harsh because I want to maintain them a certain size. Here's a couple of hanging guavas there. But you can see, like, when you prune something, you tend to get this right here. You get the little buds. You're basically stopping the growth here and telling it to push all your growth back to the tree. So there you go. That's what that looks like. I even clip my tips on all of my branches. You see that? And what that does is it makes it bush out more. So you get a thicker, nicer, more manageable tree. Alright. And here's my Mexicola. This Mexicola's been here in this house since we got it, and originally, I don't know if you can see up there, but I cut that tree in half. You see, that's the top of the tree. Well, all of this growth happened after I did that. I basically told this tree to stop growing up and start pushing out sideways, so that's what happens, and you can tell it's done miracles to my tree. There's flowers everywhere. Let me get a better angle. But you can see my tree is loaded with flowers. I'm gonna have to trim that. It's rubbing on my house, but anyways, here's even new growth coming in. You know, I use a low N nitrogen fertilizer for these trees because they're considered established after, you know, 2-3 years. Well, this thing has been here probably 10 years, and it came from seed, so this Mexicola. But you can see how nice these flowers are coming in. It's awesome. Also, all my little pomegranate trees are starting to push out. You can see that. Here's another one. You can see how tiny. These trees look dead, you know, most of the year after they drop their leaves. I mean, they look like they're gonna die, you know, or they're dead. They're just sitting here. But you gotta have confidence. Your trees are resting. They're building up their energy and getting ready for spring. Here's my white sapote. You can see. I always look at the tips of the trees to see what's going on. You can see right here, you got some growth coming out. I don't really see any other growth. There was 2 here. I don't know about this other one. This one does look dead, but you know, that's normal. My burgundy plum, he's still asleep. You can see the buds getting fat, but they're not ready yet. You can see the buds forming. Here's the Fuyu persimmon. Let me get a better angle. But you can see the persimmon is starting to push out also. You see that? Here's a little dead. Anything dead like this, you can always take off. They're basically just little branches that need to be popped off, you know. You don't necessarily need to do that, but if you want to get them out of there, it's perfectly fine. You can see that. This tree that looks dead is starting to come back to life. These trees will do that every year. Here's another mango tree. This is my fruit punch mango. You can see the flowers. Beautiful flowers coming out. Not a lot. Some of them got hit by the cold recently. That's okay. Here's my Inca plum. You can see this guy is coming out. This will be the first year hopefully I get fruit from this guy. This is a nice tangy plum. Very delicious. Here's another graft that I did. You can see that little bud pushing out. This is going to be surprise and what else here? And reed. So I got a 2-in-1 here. Here's my coconut cream mango. Not a lot of growth on this guy. A little bit yellow. This is all from the rain. I have a feeling this is just, you know, there's so much rain constantly in these pots that they're kind of dying back a little bit from lack of nutrients, which it's fine. It's going to stop raining here soon, and you know, these trees will go back to their green, glorious status, you know. So anyways, we got growth here. See all the rain, that'll cause like a little bit of funk on there, some what do you call it, mold or whatever. So maybe next year I'll spray them before this. I wasn't expecting this much rain here in Southern California. I don't think anybody was. But anyways, if I get fruit out of this, that's great. Here's another one. You can see that. That's awesome. That's what I want to see. New growth pushing. That's Valencia Pride. Even my miracle fruit, it's pushing out new growth. Look at that. I love this. I put some acid soil in there, and with all this rain, it's just, you know, perfect condition. This is my Daily 11. This Daily 11 is pushing out all this new growth. You can see beautiful new growth. Here's a stalk of bananas. Those are going to be delicious. Those are Mysore. Actually, I take that back. That's a Brazilian dwarf banana head there. With all this rain and all the nitrogen I give it, this should be a nice little bunch coming soon here. And right there is my queen. Here's my queen avocado. This guy will give off, you know, 5-pound fruit. It's a huge tree. This is a good little spot for it, but you know, it's still young. So I'm hoping to get something this year. If not, at least by next year. All right, what else do we have here? Here's my curry. My curry mango. It's a little bit young, and I can tell it's struggling a little bit to maintain itself out here. So I'm gonna maybe move this back in the shade once we get some sun. But you can see it's kind of really got hit with all the rain. It's kind of making things die back a little bit, and it's really, you know, this is probably the most yellow it's gotten. But it'll survive. You know, these trees are pretty resilient. You just gotta, when you see something like this, you have to decide, what do you want to do? You know, you want to just leave it here and it's gonna probably get worse, or put it in a shade and let it grow out a little bit, and maybe another year before you really bring it out to full sun. So seeing this now in person, I realize now that I need to put this back in the shade, because you know, it's not quite ready to be out here in full sun. Here's another mango. This is the Kent mango, and you can see the new growth coming out. I don't really see any new growth down here. There's some onions. This looks like they're gonna flower. Here's my Australian lime. That one's gonna be bare for a little while. Here's my new growth coming out of my pink lemonade tree, or my variegated lemon tree. That's beautiful right there. You know, look at the new growth. I love seeing the new growth, that burgundy new growth. Look at the new flowers coming in. So I got citron here. Here's the last one, fell off a couple days ago. That's fine. And right next to it is my variegated lemon. Awesome. Here's some dinosaur kale. Here's my 4-in-1 pluot. You can see these. They're coming. They're starting to push out. Here's what it looks like. Here's another example. Nice. I like seeing that. Here's my little strawberry field here. I gotta fix that. Some of these I gotta drill out. You can see that the rain is just getting the best of them on some of these. So anyways, I gotta come in here and do some work. But here's a good one. Here's a spicy nectar plum. I love this tree. You can see it's loving the rain. It's starting to push out. This is a beautiful tree. Even after the flower, even after the leaves push out, it stays burgundy, which is really cool. So I like that about this tree. You see these beautiful little buds popping. Nice. Here's my navel tree. You can see all the new growth. Check this out. Look at that. I love it. This tree really responded well to the new fertilizer I've been using, which is a low N, and with the higher P and K, I think they're 15-15. And I had it special ordered, and I'll try to link that into the description here soon. But you can see all the little buds and the little flowers are going to be on this tree. And this is my favorite tree. Everybody I give these oranges to loves it too, so I love this tree. Alright, over here we have the Desert Prince. You can see the flowers coming out. So this one's pushing. Hopefully there's bees around to pollinate it, but here's the flavor grenade. It's a pluot. Look at that. Here's some more buds pushing out. Awesome. The whole tree by itself, it's barely, you know, waking up. That's really the only buds on there. This jujube, this guy won't push out for a little while. Here's the hood pear. You can see the hood pear puts out the leaves first, and then you'll see flowers after that. That's what we got here. Here's the Long Beach tree, the Long Beach peach. That one's coming here, pushing out. This all happened in 1 week, okay guys? This is awesome. This is what you want to see your trees do. Every year, when they're ready to come out, they will trigger after a certain amount of cold and after a certain amount of sun. You'll see this happening. Awesome, that looks nice. And this one is my August Pride peach. And you can see it's barely waking up. It's putting on some new leaves. And that's it. I don't really see any flowers on it or anything, so... Oh, here we go. I just found some. So that's what it's going to look like eventually. The whole tree will have these little buds coming out. Here's a more advanced one. So that's going to turn into a little flower and pop out. Here's another one. Okay, so it is waking up. Good. So this one's a little bit... So as you can see, my trees are sequential. They basically you're gonna see them